Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Fast Charlie. It's on Amazon Prime. Charlie Swift, who is probably Fast Charlie in this movie, is a fixer with a problem. The thug he's whacked is missing his head, and Charlie will only be paid if the body can be identified. Enter Marcy Kramer, the victim's ex-wife and woman with all the skills Charlie needs. So, it was on my list. I didn't care. Pierce Brosnan was in it. I might have said this before. I did meet him in an LA airport one time when I was younger, when he was James Bond. So, I mean, I kind of not met him, but whatever. I saw him in the same store. Anyway, Morena Baccarin. I don't even know how to say her name, but she is beautiful. I like her a lot. Caan is in it. And that's... I don't know if I recognize anybody else, but I won't scroll anymore because it's always fun to find people that you know in these types of movies. 5.9 on IMDb. Only 2,075 people rated it so far. But really, I'm watching it. She was on the list. I mean, Pierce Brosnan, great. You know, it's not that I would shy away from watching Pierce Brosnan movie. At least I know how to say his name. Sometimes, probably not 3 times in a row. Her name, I don't even know how to say, but I know who she is. And so that was like, okay, I'll watch it. So, let's see. Stick around. I'll let you know what I think. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Fast Charlie, and it's actually my favorite part right now is they're showing Italy. Like the countryside of Italy, not the, you know, the more downtown kind of stuff. Not that I've ever been. Actually had a trip planned to go there, never went, but would love to be there. But anyway, the whole reason Italy is in it, Fast Charlie, Pierce Brosnan, he has a retirement plan of buying a home in Italy and fixing it up. And he says you can buy it for $1. Like, I don't know if that's true, but I wonder if you can buy homes that are fixer-uppers, just like you can here, and get them fixed up in Italy and live there. I don't know. But it seemed like a good retirement plan for him. That's why that comes up. That's not a spoiler alert or anything like that. But he is a fixer, if you will, a hitman. And he goes out on a hit. And the way the IMDb says this is the whole plot line, it's really not that. So they go out they go after this guy, and he takes another like understudy with him or whatever, a rookie, and he ends up the guy losing his head. And so the body thing really doesn't, that's the whole opening, right? The beginning where, oh, we don't know who this guy is, so they have to do something to make that happen. And that's over. That's it, right? That's the it about that part there. Now there's more involved. Like, why were they going after this particular guy to put a hit on him? What did he have? How is he connected? Blah, 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 blah. There's a lot more, you know, to the film than that. But it's your classic hitman on the run from the guys he used to work with or enemy gangs kind of thing, right? I'm trying to think of his name. It was... I just want to... Yeah, sorry. Anyway, but, so it's not anything original. James Caan, that's what I was thinking of. Sorry, I had a quick look at James Caan in this, you know, great actor. Brian song is what I always remember him from, and he's been in a lot of different things. Oof, you know what I mean? It's great that he can still do films at this point, but you can see how he's getting older. And he does play an older person in this. He's kind of like, almost like a father figure to Pierce Brosnan, who I realize now is 70 years old as well. Didn't know that going into it. I had to look it up. Because, you know, wouldn't it be great to grow up to look like him? And, you know, so I don't think that's going to happen, but... You know, and do all that. But anyway, so it's really about running around Mississippi and New Orleans kind of thing, and, you know, going against guys who are looking for you. Monica, I think, you're right. So she's an ex-husband of the first guy who lost his head. So she gets drawn into all of this, and, you know, he's trying to have her help with certain things, and then people are trying to get after her because she has some clues. You'll get it. I mean, it's nothing. Now, it is, I tell you what, it's slightly confusing. Although I say all this is a very simple plot, and it's one we've seen before, there is some, I don't know, if you're not paying attention, and I wasn't on my phone, really, at all, if you're not paying attention, you might mess it up. I don't know. I was confused for a little bit, like who's who and what's what and why are they doing that? Like, you know who Pierce Brosnan and I forget James Caan, what they're doing, you know, and their side of it and her side of it. But then there's other rival gangs who are involved and other people. But it's I don't want to say it's insignificant, but whether I figured it out or not, or who's who, it didn't really impact the way I felt about the film. I felt, like I said, it's your run-of-the-mill, nothing new kind of thing. I liked the actors in it. One of the I'll say this, because it came up in my thoughts when I was watching it. The opening scenes. Like, you ever judge a movie by the opening? Never judge a book by its cover, but judge a movie by its opening credits. I just felt that the credits were so underwhelming. I don't know why. It just, it stuck with me. You know, just, was it the font, the color, the background piece of it? It just didn't catch me, and it made me feel like it was a cheaper version of the film. I don't know why. And it made me think, like, you know, sometimes when maybe you don't have the skill set to do that, the vision, you know, the graphics designer, I don't know what it is. Do you just skip it? Like, just, hey, here's the beginning of the film, and just go forward and save the credits at the end. I don't know. You know, maybe you throw, you know, Pierce Brosnan, whatever, like up there, or something like that. But it seemed, I don't know. I know that's an odd call out for a film, but that stuck with me. And it's one of those where you start kind of at the end and then go all the way back and come through again. You know, so there's nothing super exciting about this, but it's nothing. There's nothing super bad about it either, besides the opening credits. You know, yeah. So and there's a sentimental part, I'll say, where, you know, he tells a story, and I think it's done well with the music behind it, but it still never reaches that level, that above the opening credits, if you know what I mean. Like, you know, it's not a blockbuster film. It's a fun film, and I think it was even made by Redbox. They had something to do with it. That was in the final credits, so, you know. But in the end, I'm not upset I watched it. It wasn't a waste of time by any stretch of the imagination. There's nothing terribly wrong with this film, but there's you know, nothing, oh, wow, I can't believe they thought of that and did that differently in this kind of movie. But there you go. So I got good actors in it to get into this kind of movie, so worth the watch in my opinion. Probably a 5 or 6, you know, a good 5 or 6, and yeah, that's it. And short too. All right, that's it. I'm rambling on, reaching for things to say. I think I got everything. If you check it out, make sure you look at the opening credits. Let me know your thoughts and see if they make you feel underwhelmed going into it. That's it. Hopefully I'm helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.